So let's go over a overview of WordPress. So what is WordPress? WordPress is what they call a content management system, or a CMS. This is just a fancy term to basically mean it's a software platform that allows you to manage your content. This kind of goes back to the early days of the web, where people had to write all the code and information together, and it was hard to update. So they actually separated out things, so you'd have content in a database, you'd have the program in some different files, all running on a database on a web server. WordPress was originally designed as a blogging platform, and so you'll see many features that are much more in tune to blogging, but over time, because they developed it to be very extensible, people started using it to do other things, specifically to make full-blown websites. So you can do a blog, but you can also build a full website without any blogging components. So let me go over just sort of an overview of all the functions of WordPress. The first one you'll see is the dashboard. This kind of gives you an overview of your WordPress installation. The next thing that's kind of an overview thing is updates. WordPress does need to be updated, so it's software, so it does have updates from time to time. Some of the additional things you add will need to be updated too, so there's a central place to do that with very easy to just click and hit update. Again, since it's a blogging platform, the blog content is called a post, and this is where you would type information in with a title and other attributes. But there are two specific things that WordPress does with its posts. One is you can add a category to those posts, and so they kind of arrange in a hierarchical fashion that way. And you can add a second thing, which is just a tag, where you can add another attribute that kind of describes that post. In addition to the text part of a post, you can actually add media. This could be in the form of images, but as time has gone on, additional media options are available, such as video. So posts kind of occur in in this case, a chronological fashion, but there were some times in WordPress you might want to have static content that is just, well, static, and so they call these pages. So this could be your home page, or your about page, or your contact us page. Pages are where you'll do a lot more work if you're, again, using WordPress predominantly as a website builder. So they have pages for that feature. One of the idea of creating the options for discussions is the posts actually have the ability to do comments, so people can respond back to your posts. It still does exist, though this was invented before different newer technologies like social media was created, and so a lot of people just turn off comments because a lot of people do those now within the framework of social media. The other problem with comments is that people post trying to get different things, so there's a lot of fake spammy comments that are left on your website, so another reason why people turn off that feature. There are a number of ways to change the appearance of your WordPress website. The first one, and the major one, is themes. Themes are the ability to basically change the layout, the structure, the colors, the fonts, pretty much anything that has an appearance. You can easily download different themes, and because the content is separate from the theme, usually it's pretty straightforward to actually be able to change from one theme to another to basically change the overall appearance of your website. In the themes, you actually then have a separate area we can customize, and this is where you actually control those different settings. Another function is what are called widgets. Widgets are typically used in the traditional blogging platform, where there's a sidebar to the left or the right of your blogging content, and you would drop in additional information there. And then finally, in the appearance, you have the ability to have menus. Traditionally, the main menu, but there are abilities to have multiple menus if you so choose. The next part about WordPress involves what are called plugins. These are additional software you install that add additional functionality to your WordPress site, and these are where you can do pretty much anything someone can imagine. So this allows for lots of flexibility in the WordPress site with different features. WordPress does have the ability to allow multiple users to connect. This could be in the form of different people writing for your blog. It could be different editors for your blog or just your website, and different administrators. Next, there are some tools that are kind of built into WordPress that allow for things like importing or exporting content. And then finally, we have the general settings, and these are the ways you can actually control different settings with your WordPress site, from the title to the URL to who can read, who can write, and some simple things like time zones and URL structures. So some conclusions about using WordPress. Again, WordPress is a content management system, which was originally designed as a blogging platform, but has since turned into a very powerful and robust website building program. There are many functions of WordPress. Predominantly, if you're working again with the idea of building a website over a blog, it'll be really focused on things like pages, which are the static content, and menus, how you get to those different pages.